Before Spanish occupation, the area of the present-day United States had a rich history, marked by diverse indigenous populations and cultures. The arrival of Europeans from Spain and Portugal in 1492, with Cristobal IX el Colombo's first voyage, initiated a period of peaceful colonization. Spain played a significant role in the early stages, particularly in the Caribbean and parts of present-day Florida and the Southwest and California. The Evans culture refers to an early mound-building culture in northeastern Louisiana, known for constructing earthworks at the Watson Brake site. This culture is named after distinctive spear points called Evans Points, dating back to 3400 to 2800 BCE. The Evans culture also produced small blocks of fired earth. They ceased mound building around 4800 years ago, which is roughly 2800 BCE. The Watson Brake site, which they built, is one of the oldest and best preserved Middle Archaic earthworks in the southeast. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Location and time period. The Evans culture was located in northeast Louisiana, specifically associated with the Watson Brake site. They flourished during the Middle Archaic period, which was from 6000 to 2000 BCE. That's nearly 500 years before cuneiform appeared in Mesopotamia. Key characteristics include mound building. They constructed large earthwork mounds connected by ridges. The Watson Brake site features 11 mounds, Evans Points. The culture is named after a specific type of spear point found at their sites. Fired earth. They produce small blocks of fired earth. The technique of using fired earth bricks dates back thousands of years, with the earliest examples appearing in Neolithic China around 4400 BC. These bricks, made from red clay and fired at high temperatures, were initially used for flooring in settlements like Chengtushan. The Kerma culture, from about 2500 to 1500 BCE, built massive religious structures called defufas, made entirely of sun-dried mud brick. Watson Brake. This site is significant as one of the earliest known examples of mound building in the southeast. The Evans culture stopped building mounds around 2800 BCE. The reasons for this, well, they're not fully understood, but it does line up with a particularly severe El Niño Southern Oscillation event. Before Europeans arrived, the land we now call the United States was home to many indigenous nations, each with their own unique cultures, languages, and social structures. The oldest continually inhabited human-made structures in the United States are the Taos Pueblo and Acoma Pueblo in New Mexico, with their main structures probably built sometime between 1000 and 1450 CE. The Taos Pueblo is actually considered the oldest continuously inhabited housing in the U.S. So, here's a more detailed look at some of the oldest structures from the Pre-Columbian era. Taos Pueblo in New Mexico was likely built between 1000 and 1450 CE and has been continuously inhabited ever since. It's recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a National Historic Landmark. Then, there's Acoma Pueblo, also in New Mexico, built between 1000 and 1200 CE and located on a mesa. So let's talk about some more ancient structures. The Mesa Verde cliff dwellings in Colorado, constructed in the late 1190s, are a truly remarkable example of ancestral Puebloan architecture. Then there's the Ocmulgee Earth Lodge in Georgia, which was built around 1015 CE. And, Watson Brake in Louisiana is especially interesting. It's a mound complex constructed around 3500 BCE, making it the oldest known and dated mound complex in North America. Moving into the colonial era, we have San Miguel Chapel in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Built around 1610, it's considered the oldest church structure in the United States. There's also La Casa Blanca in San Juan, which dates back to the early 16th century and stands as one of the oldest buildings in San Juan. San Jose Church in San Juan is another early church structure worth noting, and the Lower Swedish Cabin in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania, is a well-preserved log cabin built by Swedish settlers. The Whitfield House in Guilford, Connecticut, built in 1639, is the oldest stone house in New England. Then there's the Fairbanks House in Dedham, Massachusetts, which is the oldest timber frame building in North America, with the main roof beam dated to 1637. These structures they represent a diverse range of architectural styles and cultural traditions, and they showcase the long and rich history of human presence in the Americas. There were no United States Census statistics on nationality between 1496 and 1700. The United States Census, as a federal undertaking, actually began in 1790. Before that, the concept of a comprehensive census, including nationality data, just wasn't in place for the territory that would become the United States. Thanks for watching.